Hello students, this is Sandeep Chabda. Today I will be discussing Introduction to Control Charts. As you know, control chart is a statistical quality control tool which is being used by industry personnel to control the quality of manufacturing components after each and every process. Uh, as you can see, no two things can ever be made exactly alike. Every process has variation, and this variation cannot be eliminated in total, but we can control them. So, here our purpose is to identify the variation in the process which is known by the result of that process. Suppose we are manufacturing a component and the process boring is done on the component. We take all the finished components, measure their dimension, and we will mark those dimensions on the previously generated control charts. So control chart, it was introduced by Dr. Walter A. Sheward of Bell Laboratories in 1924, just to statistically identify the extent of variation and to control them. So objective of control charts, first, to the graphical and visual plot of the changes in data, to identify the variation, to detect assignable cause of variation, and to reduce variation in the process. All the control charts have three significant parameters. One is central line, another are control limits, upper control limits and lower control limits. If we assume that the result of that process is is following a normal distribution, so we can say for normal distribution the 99% of the results lie within limit plus minus 3 sigma. So the central line is the mean of those data. Upper and lower control limits are plus and minus 3 sigma. So the samples or components lying between the limits are acceptable. Actually, in industry, the control charts are drawn under standard test condition for a particular process being done on the component. And the variation in the quality of any component, as you know, depend upon its material, process being done, condition of machine, psychological and physical condition of the operator, and climatic conditions. So there is possibility that there is variation in the dimension of component. So on previously plotted control chart, we mark all the results and we try to get the variation. If the results are beyond limit, then we have to check whether the fault with process or with material or with machine or with operator. So you can see here the central line indicates the mean. Suppose we have taken 20 samples. So the dimensions of 20 samples, the average of those dimensions is the mean, which is central line, and using standard formula we calculate upper control limit and lower control limit. So area between central line and upper control limit can be divided into three zones: zone A, zone B, and zone C. Similarly, area between central line and lower control limit can be divided into three zones: zone A, zone B, and zone C. You can see the zone C contains 68% of the components, up to zone B 95%, and up to zone C 99.7%. This control chart is plotted between sample number or time on x-axis and quality characteristics on y-axis. Here quality characteristic can be variable, quality characteristic, or attribute. In case of variable, it could be any dimension, or in case of attribute, it can be defect or number of defectives. Here with this flow chart, we can have a look on type of control chart and how to select a particular control chart. First, we must know which type of data we have, whether we have variable data or attribute data. As you know, if we have dimensions, we have variable. If we have number of defects or number of defective, then it is attribute. In case of variable, what is the size of subgroup? If it lies between 1 to 10, above 1 and below 10 or up to 10, then the chart to be produced X bar chart and R chart. In case of attribute type characteristic, we have to have whether it is defect or defectives. In case of defectives, we must know the sample size. Is it variable or constant? If size is not constant, then we have to use P chart. If the size is constant, we have to use NP chart. In case of number of defect we are going to analyze, if the constant defects, we use C chart. In case of non-constant, we use U charts. In my next video, we will be discussing about how to prepare X bar and R chart. So we must understand it's a statistical quality control tool. So during statistical quality control analysis, there is a less time consumption, there is less money involvement, and this analysis is done on the basis of previous data produced during standard test condition. Thank you.